Friday. Thanks for hanging out. I'm getting back to the correct screen here. I don't know what swoopiness is going on with my hair, but it's fine. I'm going to try not to mess around with it so much. Anyway, how's it going? Are we so excited? Govinda's here. Hello, happy Friday. I know I still have not messaged you, but I'm going to about availability in the coming week. That's what it's about. Sorry to keep you in suspense. I had training the last 2 weeks for work, which like kind of takes away my flex time that I usually have. But anyway, Gov, gonna be getting in touch with you, just so you know. Um, let's see. Pamela is here. It is a cold, crisp, frosty morning. It is very cold here in my tarot room right now. It is very cold and snowy outside. Um, I'm just messing with this scrap paper that I need, but it's just all jaggedy and it's kind of making me crazy, but I need stuff that's on it. I'm going to stop fidgeting. Um, yes, it is cold and I don't really mind that. Like it's fine. I care more. I'm going to fix this a little bit. I care more in the summer when it's like super crazy hot. But today is supposed to be grocery day and I don't want to go get it. Like the past probably 2 months, I've been shopping in person instead of having it delivered to save on that cost. But I might be shelling out money for a delivery today because I don't feel like the roads aren't terrible. It's supposed to stop snowing here in about an hour and then the roads will be fine probably an hour later. But I just don't know if I can deal with it yet. I don't know if I have the spoons for that. If you know what that's about, like the mental and emotional capacity for doing extra stuff. That's my Friday ramble about the cold and how I'm probably not going out in it because otherwise I don't have to leave until tomorrow morning. So I think that might be the route that I go. Jamie is here. Good morning. Happy Friday. Robin says, yippee. Thank you for being here. I am very excited. I think my cover photo is Robin's deck, right? One of Robin's decks today. I just remembered that because I tend to use that one a lot in the winter on Eyes Wide. It would be here in my friend cube. Let's get that out since I was showing it off. It's so happy. Pretty. Oh my gosh. See how fun? Anyway, this will be my fidget instead of playing with that scrap paper. Nancy is here. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Maria's here. I was hanging out with Maria and Carla in the Winchesters chat. I don't know anything about that show, but I told them in chat I just wanted to hang out. And I was working as well. Started work early this morning, of course, and was listening into the Winchesters chat, even though I don't know what's going on. I just wanted some friends, you know how it is. Thank you, Gov. Ever understanding. Regina's here. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh my goodness. I did not expect Chris to be popping in. Maybe Chris and Sandy at the moment because, yeah, out and about in the great wide world. It was so funny because I was thinking, like, I think about like who might be on. Don't mind me with my hand stuck in my hair. I was thinking about who might be on because I'm kind of back to like my regular time, like at least for Fridays. And I'm like, oh, I think Jamie will be here a bit before clinic, you know, because it's 6 a.m. there, all these things. And then I was like, I don't know what time it is where Chris is. And is it weird how when your tarot YouTube friends are not at their home and you feel like they're farther away from you? I mean, whether they are or they aren't, but they're not home. And like, do you feel like that anchor isn't there anymore? Or is that just a weird thing that happens to me? I don't know. Anyway, Gov says stay warm with us. I know, I took my allergy med and everything this morning. I'm already like sniffling in this room. Yikes. Regina says, Chris, you linguistic adventurer, you. Oh, Jamie Pops and beautiful Regina. He says, I think I already said hi to Debbie just now in a moment of mania, but maybe I did not. And I can't remember. I do that to Maria all the time. Hello, Debbie, and thank you for being here. Oh, it's retirement paper day for Debbie's husband. That is fun. Oh my gosh, Chris has a drink and is sitting in the sun. I am so cold. I want to show you the snow outside, but that would make everyone really dizzy. Oh, jealous, but so happy for you. That's amazing. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Yeah, it was so fun. I was like, I don't really need to know. I will pop into things even if I don't really know what's going on with it, because it's still interesting to listen to people talk about things. And plus, it's just friends. It's, I was finishing up like typing some really simple stuff for work. And so I'll just have tarot tubers on. And yeah, it's just nice. Okay. Oh, right. Gov is like fluent. I'm not. I probably should be, but I'm not. It's on my bucket list. Let's write it down. I don't have a very big bucket list because I'm just pretty content, but like, I'm just going to write it down. Fluent Spanish. I took Spanish in high school, but there's very little left in my brain. Oh, the time is the same as in UK. So it's still, yeah, but you still feel like you're not at home because you're not. But that is good to know. I figured it actually that it probably was pretty close. This is me being geographical, if you can't tell. Okay. Everything's fine. Oh, Jamie's coffee has arrived. I feel like I need another one, though I've been on full calf this week because I didn't order mommy coffee in time. Does anyone care about this? But I've been drinking full calf all week because I got a different kind of low acid coffee at the store when I was there last Friday. I got 2 different brands and I've been trying the one. And so now instead of having a morning and an afternoon one, I've had like a morning full calf. And one day I had an afternoon full calf. And just my stomach doesn't like it, even though it's low acid. I think because I've just been on half calf so long. Y'all, coffee is such a situation. Lady Blind Wolf is here. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let me see. Has anyone else got the new Pokemon? What? Like the new... Tell me what you mean. Like a game or a deck or what is happening? Okay, Coffee is Life. Yes. Yes, Gov was there 16 years. I do know how to live well. I also know how to use Google Translate. I mean, you don't have to know how to say that much, probably, right? I don't know. This is me who never goes anywhere. So, the new games, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, got released today. Oh, I have no idea about this. I'm so out of the loop. Does anyone have the new Pokemon games? Let's figure this out. Oh, Debbie, her son is on it. Jane, hello. Thank you for being here. We're having a language discussion in Google Translate. Okay, so I don't really know what we're doing today, except for wow, let me have a sip of water. It's not going to help me like coffee would, as we've already discussed. But I'm trying to figure out Last time we did 20 questions, and today we're not, I don't think, doing anything super formal like that. Formal meaning matching the title to what we're actually doing. So I left this just general, catching up, casual Friday with cards so that we can just do whatever we want. The deck in my hands is the Eyes Wide Tarot. Yes, it is one of Robin's, and here's my nice little tin for it. And because I think this is what I used on the cover photo, I thought we would get that out, and I love it so much. And I started to say that I often, I think I've had this 2 years now, because last February, so 2 years ago, February, this was my daily deck. As some of you know, I usually have a daily and a weekly tarot deck, and sometimes I have like a daily or a weekly oracle deck to go with it. I'm going to shuffle these the other way because there's a little bow. And I have not chosen like a daily or monthly deck. Like I didn't have it set. I had it set for October, but I didn't do it for very long. I did Kelly Bear's, she did like your villain spread or something like that. And I don't remember who started it, but then she did it live on her channel, and I played along with that and drew cards. So that was like an October thing I did. And I think I drew like the first week, but then just everything's been crazy. So I just haven't. I've like watched a lot of TV the last month and a half because at the phase of this situation I'm in, like it's just kind of up and down. And sometimes I just have to completely veg out and not even do tarot stuff. Though I must say again, tarot has helped me immensely through it all. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. 2 years ago, February, I use this as my daily, and I find it very fun in the winter because it's bright. And it's, I always call it like candy shop colors. It's just so pretty. Look, I'm just going to keep showing you because look how happy it is. Yes. And this is one of my favorites. I always say like the little people remind me of like Lego people with their little yellow heads. Yes, Govinda. Toadstool Tarot Robin has about 4 decks out, he says. Now I have the Open Face Tarot Shadow Edition. And I have this Eyes Wide, and I have Little Lenormand. And is that all? Oh no, I have Toadstool Tarot now too in this little box. With like a cover card so you can see and like associate to it. And this tarot is like what I'm calling like Majors Plus. It has the majors, 4 quartz and 4 elements. And I love it. Anyway, the minors are pips in arrangements that speak to the RWS. Yeah, like the positioning of them. And I just love this deck. It's like simple and fun, and it's such a mood booster for me. Love it. Yes, still available. Jamie says, my Little Norman is one of my most favorite Lenormand decks. Anyway, great stuff. Let me see if I can find it. Oops. Hopefully I don't mess anything up while I'm doing this. Let me see. Accept. It took me to the main page, even though I typed in Toadstool Tarot, but this most recent one shows up in their little like gallery shot at the homepage. So that's nice. Oh, Robin's got it. Look. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put this in to see if it works at all because it just says marketplace to me. Oh my gosh. That was ridiculous. Anyway, Robin's on it. Hey Ellie, thank you for hanging out. Amber says that would be really difficult for me. I need complete pictures. I don't do well with pip decks, and that is totally fair. I found that I really loved, like when I was doing readings in the shop, one of the main deck that I used was sort of like Pips Plus. It had a crystal associated with it, and but other than that, it was just the symbols on the deck, and I found that really opened things up for me and gave me the ability to talk about things that sometimes I would talk around if I was just looking at like an illustrated RWS card. And it helped me, like in a public setting, not have to say, well, you know, this really is about XYZ. It was a good one. If you're familiar, and I've just been in this so long that I was familiar enough with it to do that, and then not have to like backpedal and explain to people that there's more to the meaning than the images. But I'm rambling, but I think you know what I mean. The yardstick, any good? I love MPC cardstock. There are different options. Some decks / creators will have different options for you to choose from. Some won't. I will say I have loved all cardstock that I've gotten from MPC, no matter what the type. So yes, I love some MPC. I have Orshi's deck sitting over here that we showed last week, and this is MPC linen, which is like a smooth linen, I would call it, not super textured like 5 cent or something like that. I love both, but this is kind of like an in-between. This one I have on, I think it's a M30, like Superior Smooth, something like that. Anyway, it's great. Great for riffling, great for everything. So again, here just talking. Gertrude is here. Hello. Thank you so much for stopping in, hanging out with us. I'm a little aimless right now, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't remember if I was back on Friday. I don't think I was. I came back on a Tuesday or something like this week. I don't know. It seems like a long and a short week. I have no idea. Don't know what's happening. Linen is joy. True. Very true. Sandra's here. Hello, happy Friday. Gertrude just got back from walking the dogs. Blooming autocorrect. Oh, amazing. Okay. Let's just draw a card out of here for who knows what. Oh, you know what we can do? I'll show you the Boo Tarot, because remember when I said the other day it's probably in a bag by the door that I just threw in here to keep away from Fiona? That's where it was. I just couldn't see it. It was like blended in with other things, and I forgot it came in this huge bag. So there, we'll take a little peek at that, and we can decide what else we're gonna do. Chris said junkie cardstock. Yes, MPC cardstock is amazing. They have several ones, but I've never gotten an MPC deck with junkie cardstock. Agreed. So these cards fell out. Justice and the Moon. This is for us for the weekend. Yeah. There. Good stuff, yeah. Big energy. Oh, Robin says time for another stack of pancakes. That sounds so amazing. I had like a little handful of cashews and blueberries before I came in here. So now I'm hungry for pancakes. So Justice and the Moon, very both to me are cards of stillness, and like stillness and then a moment and then an action. They're very that's what's coming through, even though these are in many ways very opposite energies. I would say that I'm feeling like this pause and then a gradual progression. That's the similarity here. And so through your weekend, I invite you to take a moment, get into all the decisions slowly, get into all the conversations slowly, be less impulsive with words, especially. Um, and if the feelings kind of jump a little, just remember to get back into this meditative thing. Because I could say that these are both meditative, right? And that stillness, though justice sometimes is going to be sharp and concise and heavy. We also have like the star used as the crown here, right? And that brings in that sort of like nebulous enlightenment kind of thing that then is kind of disseminated down through the scales and the sword. Um, so this is what I'm saying. This is what's sticking out, like the symbolism of stillness, the feeling of stillness, I should say. Chris says that the images complement each other well with the scales, and the two towers look like big, massive scales. Oh, interesting. See what happens with these shapes? That's nice. Yeah. Um, and we have, something on each side and something in the middle. And I feel like, look, what if we read like the little, like the crustacean as justice? Look, like they're kind of the same color. They are the same color. No, the lobster is like a little tiny bit pinkier. But what if we think about it like that? Like one of the dogs is the sword and one is the scales, and then the crustacean is justice. Is this always gonna come back to you now when you see the moon card? Possibly. Is it just another version of justice? Maybe. Okay. Justice is so adorable. What about Jamie? Yeah, and justice is like my card for Libra, like meaning that I'm Libra sun. And I'm not always a super fan, but I love this justice. Yeah. She's real cute. Okay. So if you have other thoughts about those, let me know. We're going to post shuffle. As Regina was talking about, must have been Monday. Oh yeah, they've got a really good bend, and they're not going to be like affected by it. And this is with my arthritic hand, though it's feeling good today. Oh yeah, I don't know if I can bridge up here in front of you. I can't. But it's so pretty when you shuffle it too, to see all the colors. I know I just keep talking about that, but they stand out so much. And when you shuffle, it's pure magic. Okay. There, a little peek at Eyes Wide. Sandra says the Boo Tarot looks so cute when I've seen a few images. I spoke a little bit about this the other day, how I did my MPC haul for my birthday, and which was the end of September, and that's what I did last year as well. And so I was like, that's kind of my new thing. I make my little MPC wish list and then I get them on my birthday. Sometimes can't wait that long. Just depends. This year it worked out okay because I was trying not to spend a ton in between. Chris says, sometimes when scales are balancing themselves out, they need to swing a bit in the other direction before they find their equilibrium. If you're feeling quirky moon energy, that's all it is. Well, look at our Chris reading from the beach. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Well, he said sitting in the sun. I'm just picturing a beach, but it's whatever. Things will right themselves soon. Yeah. So, yes, the Boo Tarot, going back to Sandra's comment, is so cute. And because I have an affinity for ghosts, close second to like how I feel about pumpkins. I was like, you know what? I'm getting myself an extra thing. Like I had decided to myself that my MPC decks, Jonathan's Lenormand, Robin's Toadstool Tarot, Orishi's Galaxy, and Kristen's Star Rune. Again, this was a year long of a wish list. Okay, so I know it's 4 decks, but I saved up for it, and that's what I wanted. Then I had to get this extra thing for myself. I'm like, you know what? It'll be fine because look how cute it is. And I know that I will use this year round. I don't really have decks that I don't use year round, except for maybe things like the Halloween Tarot, which I got last year. That was my extra birthday present last year because Kelly Bear showed it and did like a little deep dive. These are phrases that Libras use because they don't really know what they want to say, but also more importantly, they just want to include all the aspects of every single thing on the planet and every single thing coming out of their mouth. And so they say phrases like little deep dive. This is who I am. I just want you to know that. But this Boo Tarot, year-round cuteness. Look at this bookmark. I don't mean to yell at you. Look how cute the ghosties are. Oh. So anyway, had to do it. And because I've mentioned it every single time I've been on since my big return, I had to show you. Unrelated, look at this little ghost bag that I have. So I sell 31. It's like a direct sales company that I started selling when I was teaching dance a super lot, like 4 times a week. And I was running like fundraisers to get, I just see Chris's comments, so I'm distracted. But anyway, when I was teaching, so my best friend Julie also is a 31 consultant and sells 31 bags. It's like purses, bags, organizational totes, things like that. And I'm still a consultant, though I don't do a whole lot with it now. But I just have to show you how cute this is. And I just told you where I got it. So you know, it's like it was like a seasonal print that we had. Is this amazing? I want all of them tattooed on me, like all of them. I need the music one, the book one, the cute little one that's just like traveling along. These high five ones, I may not need tattooed on me, but like the rest, this one has a phone. Oh my God. Oh wait, here's one. Oh, taking a selfie with a peace sign. I was like, are those scissors? I haven't even fully looked at this. Look at the peace sign selfie one. They'll like fit all right here. Okay, here we go. Chris says, I laughed out loud into my cocktail there. I have an affinity for ghosts, close second to how I feel about pumpkins. Oh, I think I have so many things that I want on this part, on these parts. There's not enough room, but I guess I'll just go all around. Anyway, Little Deep Dive would be an excellent title for something. Maybe that's like my life story. Okay. Yeah, Sandra, isn't it cute? Isabel, thank you so much for hanging out. Okay. Let's take a look at the Boo Tarot. Thanks for dealing with me. So it comes with... So who did I see? I saw this in a couple places. Even the box is like real cute. It has like ghosts and pumpkins down here in the corner. Like you can probably see that, but just so you know. Waves of Your Soul Tarot. Marine from Waves of Your Soul. I watch her all the time. Don't know why I don't know the names. She is so funny. And I saw in a secondhand group someone post about this, I think. And then I searched for it, and hers was the first one that popped up. So I watched it, and it was like 4 cards in, and I was like, dang it. and I went to order it, but it's totally worth it. So anyway, we have these cards with meanings on them, front and back. And there is a book also. It's English on one side and French on the other. You know, Boo Tarot Guidebook. Oh, it does give reverse meanings in here. Okay. The inside of the box, totally adorable. Can hardly handle it. Is it in order? I think I did just flip through it and not shuffle it. Because there was an extra card at some point that was like put in by mistake. And then it was one of the pages or the nights. And so when we get there, we'll talk about that because I think I want the wrong one. Though I don't really know. I'd have to watch another walkthrough to see which one's the wrong one and which one was the intended. But anyway, the intended, like someone getting married. Anyway. Okay, let's look. The backs look like this, like the box design. Shimmery cuteness, crescent moons, ghosts, and pumpkins. Like this, there was no getting away from it. The cardstock is thinnish. The cardstock is a little thin. But it feels, you know, when people talk about like a core, so like I don't know about the core situation. I feel like maybe, I don't know. It's going to be fine for me, but it maybe feels a little bit like, it's hard not to just riffle it right now and find out, but I'm on this cardstock. Feels like a little more papery and a little more, I don't know. I feel about it, but the cuteness outweighs everything. Okay. The Fool. So we have the titles in French and English at the bottom. Cuteness. The Magician is the cover photo. Loved everything about it. Loved the little colors of the bricks. Just everything. So this is the same creator and artist as Lily White, Lily Black, Forhaxa. Nope. Nope. Something about a fox. I'm just mixing up letters. Forhaxa is MJ Cullinane. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sandra, I do think it's still available. I got it off of a site called, look at the potions. I think the potions are my favorite part of this High Priestess. Magician, Fool, High Priestess. I got this from Wild Editions. She has her own website, but then I ordered this through Wild Editions, which is also her website, but like she has one that's just her name. Is this all making sense? Okay. Anyway, I don't need that bag, but I will probably give it to Max and he will love it. The Empress with her skull situation going on. Beautiful. The Emperor. What a good emperor he is. Look at this. Is he tearing down the wall? Is he rebuilding it? Is he leaving enough for safety and structure, but then also letting the sun in and not ruling from a place of fear? That's what I think. It's not cheap. And that was the little bit of like, but again, had to have it. And again, here we have these little like bricks or stones, like all the different colors. Like that feels so magical to me. So this Hierophant has made this little like ritual space. Plus things hanging in the tree, like little magic symbol ephemera. You know how I feel about magic objects hanging from trees. Oh, the Lovers. Look at it. Is that not amazing? Great price for an indie deck. Yeah, I can't remember. And yes, I'm not saying that it's not worth it by any means, because I have spent $200 on a deck before. I've evidently spent more than that because I wrote in my notebook in the All About Tarot 2022, most expensive deck or most I paid for a deck, whatever that question was. I haven't done that VR. I just wrote it down. And I wrote Ananda Tarot, which I wrote down in August, and I would not have even remembered because of the state of my brain in August. I wouldn't have remembered today that I paid, that was my most expensive deck. I probably still would have said Idiosyncra. But I think I paid $250 for that English Ananda. So please, when I see all of you and I appreciate your thoughts on cardstock and reversals and the cost of a deck, and yeah, that's all. Yes, the shipping did bump it up for me. I want to say this was like 70 or 80 to get to me. It's fine. Yes, we just have to make our decisions because, you know, look how beautiful this is. The colors are amazing. Oh. I don't mean to go back and forth about the cardstock so much. I'm mostly trying to like describe it, and I'm not the best at that. Blue crescent moon. Look at that. This strength card is legit. I don't even remember this. I flipped through this one day and that's it. So I'm kind of sort of seeing it in depth for the first time right now with you. Look at that strength card. Is that not life right there? Favorite strength? Gosh, maybe. Kristen. Speaking of people being unanchored in my brain, Kristen is not at her home, or maybe she's back now. Sorry, that probably makes no sense, Kristen, but I was talking about earlier when tarot friends are not at their home and they go away to, you know, some other place, and then you feel like they're not there anymore. Okay. It's fine. She's back. Thank you for hanging out. Please note that I think it was my first day back, I showed your deck on my birthday haul video, just so you know. Yes, true about making our decisions. It depends on your finances and what you personally consider expensive, which can be different for all of us. It definitely can be different for all of us, and it can definitely be different for me, like month to month, like totally. Yeah, and if things are like on your unicorn list and then they show up all of a sudden, I might have bought that from Alex. I think I did. And that's another reason I got it. I think that's what happened. Thanks, Alex. Anyway, that is true. And then he sent me, like, along with it, like a bag this big. I can't reach it, but a bag this big, a drawstring, like Cosmic Planet bag. I can see from here. I'm trying to describe it. Like full of crystals. There was probably like 10 in there, including I think including both of these, this labradorite, which has become like my favorite thing. I put all my negative energy in here because lab loves that, and then you dispel it out, you transmute it through this stone out into the world as goodness. Like these plus like 10 other crystals, I think. That just all clicked back in my head. Okay. Trauma brain. Yes, and I make decisions like that too. When things pop in again, sometimes it's like, not today. And then some days it's like, yes, getting that right now. For me too, it really depends on like the client readings I've done. And like typically that's my tarot money that I'm able to spend. Sometimes it doesn't matter. I got a little bonus at work about a month ago. Just when things like that happen, um, then I might bump up a little bit and go for something. The Hermit, the bottom line is be thoughtful about not only your purchases, but everything you do. That's the Libra message today. Look at this Hermit holding that little flame. Isn't it so cute? I love how everything is a creature. Okay, this is amazing. Again, I hadn't seen this. I did flip through it, but I wasn't really all there. I was mostly thinking about the card, the wrong and right page or night or whatever it was. Look at the Wheel of Fortune is laundry. And I love laundry. I don't know if you know about this, but it's very calming to me. I like hearing the water pour out. Like I loved our old school one when I was growing up because you could like start the water and be putting things in there while the water was going. And my current one is not like that. But I loved like starting the washer and like putting my hand under the water. It was like this whole thing. Is that weird? Anyway, Wheel of Fortune is laundry. Okay, I love this so much. Justice has a little water creature and a little flame creature. Super cute. And it's winking. Kristen says, I detest laundry, the folding and putting it away. I'm not so great about that part. I do everyone else's, but I tend to leave my stuff all folded up in the laundry room as though it's a dressing area. The boo is mine, mine, mine. So adorable. Good gravy. The shipping, but damn. It might be the cutest. That's the same with me cleaning the bathroom. I love cleaning bathrooms. See, people have things that just really click in, and it's so great to find joy in those things. And I try to share that to other things. Like I'm way better now about how I emotionally feel about doing the dishes than I was, say, like 5 years ago. I definitely don't love it like I love laundry, but I'm getting better at that. There's a pink ghost who put a red sock in there. Yeah. This is great. Okay. The Hanged Man. It's just incredible. I love how everything is tied in because the flame, instead of like the light, like shining halo coming from the person and going down, look at this read. The flame is providing that enlightenment. That's a nice little twist on that, I think. Oh my god, how cute is it? Death. Sorry, I have to take my look at it first. This is really interesting. My husband was in the Navy, says Jane. He knows how to fold laundry. He's my laundry folder. Robin says the blue ghost is like the tragedy mask in the Hanged Man. Oh, yep. Do you see it? I think I know what you mean. I see something different now, so I think I know. Kristen says, I'd rather clean than cook. I prefer cleaning to cooking. Kristen says, cleaning to cooking. Gertrude says, I'd rather cook than clean. I am Libra in that sense, and that it depends on the day if I want to cook or I want to clean. Death card. I'm trying to figure out like how these are like little, like they're not a full ghost yet. It's just a little wispy of a ghost and they grow in to their death. Okay, hold on. I'm not the person I am. I am the person crying about this little ghost. That's why I looked at that card long before I showed you. Sorry. Isn't that just so amazing? I just figured it out when I said it. I love it. Okay. Let's have a sip of water, everyone. This emotional response is about my beliefs about death being this really beautiful process and sometimes terrible and sometimes tragic, but like the crossing over, like it's already done here. You know what I mean? It's already done there. And they're just a little thing. They're on their way to the next thing. That's what that's about. Sorry. I need a drink like Chris has right now. Okay. I love you all a lot. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm glad it's like, I always say like my 10 tarot friends, there's 14 of you here. That's amazing. MA is here. Hello. Thanks for hanging out. Because I feel like you all have been around me enough and know that everything's fine. Temperance, again, we have the flame and the water droplet. And look at all the pumpkins sitting around. It's amazing. Looks like, yes, the energy ball. Yeah, I love it. Looks like a proud dad looking through the window of a maternity ward. Yeah. That's great. Robin loves it. Temperance. Yes. That's a beautiful mixing. Yeah. The devil. Brains are crazy. I did not register this at all when I flipped through it the other day. Look how cute. I don't know if my devil horns are in reach. Oh, they're over there. I don't need them, right? Look at the trick or treat. Cutest devil card ever. Oh, this is naughty. Look at these ghosts. But I love this because they are taking it down. Look at one with a little matchbox and one with the flame. Oh my, burning it down. Isn't that amazing? Oh, gluttony vibes. There are bags of Halloween candy. So we actually trick-or-treated a few towns over at my friend's house this year. Max was a firefighter and Vela was a Dalmatian. And it was so cute. So anyway, but because we weren't here at the house, I made up like little goodie bags and I put them on the porch with a sign about like take a bag or whatever. And I have extras left. And like, here's a couple Snickers wrappers, like one that I ate the other day before live and one that I ate just before I came on. So that's me. Yes, the winking tower. Kawaii Tarot is super cute. I assume you mean the little one, Diana Lopez, and she is now going by a different name. So I apologize because I can't think of it. But I think that's the one you mean. And it is so cute. Find your partner in crime to help you burn that shit down. Yes, absolutely. Starting over together kind of thing. It could be a lot of different meanings. The Tower card reminds me to start that revolution in your life. Right. Sometimes you are at that point where you're like, okay, we have to burn this down. It's not going to work like this. Look at the rainy star. Do you know how much I love rain? Look at the rainy star. And the umbrella is providing that balance of like water pouring into the pool and water pouring onto the earth instead of a foot being on each side. Can I show the tower again? Yes, I sure can. Super cuteness. And Robin says the Boo Tarot reminds me of what's her name who did, was it the Mons Tarot? Joanna Nelson. I do love the creatures. Here's some of the back. Pamela says, OMG, that rainy star is everything, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, here are some of the Mons Tarot images. Very cute vibes. I also have her Whispering Spirits. Oh, yesterday was lift day. I can feel that. Also amazing. I don't know if you can see these as much. But creature decks. That's a tag I want to do. That I want to create. That I want to start. The moon. There's a little, there is a little dog near the fence. Just want you to look here. There's a dog here and the wolf up here. So we have the crescent moon, no less. A dog sitting by the fence, the reflection of the moon in the water, a young ghost. Jamie says, Mons Tarot was the first indie deck I ever purchased for a nutso price, and then she reprinted it less. That's like when I bought the Aquabox. I finally hunted down the Aquabox Star Child, and then like 2 months later, it came back out, and it had been years. It's fine. That was another expensive deck. It probably tied Idiosyncra deck. Rain Seekers, yeah, that's me for sure. I love rain. The sun. Beautiful. It doesn't feel like hot and overwhelming to me, so I like it. Judgment is really cool. You can see like the skeletons. And this reinforces what I assumed about like the little ghosts that aren't fully formed like this shape and size. Yeah. Just beautiful. And like the bat wings. It's just nice, isn't it? So the world card is pumpkin spice, which is not my favorite thing. I love like most foods and drinks. I enjoy pumpkin pie, and that's probably about it. I do like a pumpkin roll if it's got that really good cream cheese frosting, which I mean it has to, otherwise it's just not a pumpkin roll. But anyway, pumpkin spice is not my jam, but this is fine. I'm more like salted caramel or like hot cocoa or even like a chai. But I'm not hating the pumpkin spice crowd. I just have to make this known that I would have written something else on that cup, but it's fine. It's whatever your favorite is. And I do definitely give credit that it's not a boring wheel card. No, it's great. Sandra loves it. See, so that's good. It's just we all can't have our favorite thing on the card, but it's fine. It's cute, and I like that she did that. Oh yeah, see, Jane knows. Okay, here we are finally to the minors. I feel like I've been talking for 50 years. The ace. So we have just the symbol at the bottom, and then it will say like ace or the number, of course. Love this beautiful overflowing cauldron, all the potential and brightness of that. Oh yes, Gov says I'm starting the Banoffee coffee craze. The 2 is so cute. The ghost in the cauldron, like a little hot tub. It's adorable, right? So great. And we have the bat overhead. Like the angel, yeah, like angel vibe. This is me. Isabel says no likey pumpkin here seems to not fit with the other cards in the same way to me. One to think about more carefully. Gov's gonna get a cauldron hot tub. Seriously, that's amazing, right? The 3 is interesting. One's kind of pinkish and one's kind of green, and then like a white, just in case it doesn't show up very well. Like that bottom one is sort of pinky. Again, super cute. The 4, this little board ghost face is, I must have said cute like 800 times. But look at all this beautiful abundance and candles and potions and books. And the ghost has that little board face. But sometimes, not very often, sometimes I come in here in this beautiful little space with all the treasures and trinkets, and I'm like, what to do? But it's more just about taking a moment to decide what to do, right? The 5 is really nicely depicted because it is painful. That 5 is painful, and it's okay to cry it out. But then look at all the things above, right? It's work. It's not toxic positivity. Sit in the tears for a while. I recommend that. But then you have to move it on. You have to disperse it. Gorgeous. Candles and potions and books. Oh my, yes. Robin says, how beautifully colorful and yet still so soft. Yes. Yes. And I feel that way too about Lily White and Lily Black. Like the color is it's really well done. These might be a little more, it's not neon, but there's like a little more of that kind of brightness in it. Whereas this one feels more rounded. Adorable. Sharing, generosity. This 7 is super cute. Those multicolored bricks come back, but we also have all this cloudiness around the vending machine. The 8, you can see the tiny little sadness in the eye of the ghost. So well done, I think. The 9 is very fancy. The ghost with their bow tie. Isabel says, I like how it has an edge to it, even though it's cute. Yes. Reminds me of the feel I get when I use my Everyday Witch, and that is one of my top decks. This deck has just shot up my wish list, I think. I really do like it. It feels great to me. The colors remind me of the pop the Marikai creator was able to get in the print. Oh, the pop the Marikai creator was able to get in printing Love Color. I don't know about that deck, but I'm glad you shared it because I've heard a lot of people talking about that. The 10 is, speaking of color, is just amazing. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so the page, the knight. Okay, so here we are, the Page of Cups. Kind of calls back to the ace with that rainbow, which I love. Beautiful. Now, the Knight of Cups, there were 2. And there's a note that says, what does it say? Okay, before I show you, a ghost played a trick on us. He replaced the image of the Knight of Cups by another. You will find enclosed the right Knight of Cups card to incorporate into your deck. We apologize for this small inversion. Have fun with our mischievous little ghost. Okay, but I don't know which one's which because it wasn't separate. It might have been in a different place, but it wasn't like, here's the correct card and here's this little note and then here's the deck. So I don't remember, and I probably just need to go back to Marine's walkthrough at Waves of Your Soul and figure that out. But I just wanted to read that before I show these. Hey Mel, happy Friday. No sorries at all. We're happy you're here. I'm showing the Boo Tarot right now by Celia Melville. Okay, so here's one Knight of Cups. Okay. And I'm guessing this one's wrong for a couple reasons, but I'm just showing you. Knight of Cups and then Knight of Cups. But what happened, however these were placed, to me, it seemed like this one was the one she was talking about being correct. But I know this is like so confusing, but the way it seemed like this was the one that was supposed to be the right one to replace this one. But maybe by then they had like incorporated it into the deck and then that other one was just left in. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm being very confusing. But I feel like this is, sorry if I shook the whole table. Like this is supposed to be the correct one because the rest of them, like in the color scheme, like it's a white background. Yeah, so here's the queen. But the queen has those like bubbles going on, like the round bubbles, and this Knight of Cups has the bubbles theme going on. But I don't know. I think this one's good. I'm going to keep this one in. You can, of course, do whatever you want anyway. I'm getting way too hung up on this. This king is the cutest. And Robin said I'd probably leave them both in because they feel different. And that, I'm glad you said that because that was my thought. But then I just kind of forgot that I thought that until you said that. But this Knight of Cups, like maybe has an important conversation to be had. And the other one is more that feeling side. Anyway, sorry about the ramble. Ace Pence. Again, we have the rainbow with the ace. The 2 is, again, super cute with the sailboats on the waves in the back. Love the like spirit incorporated here in the lemniscate. The 3, plans and a compass and tools, reads very well. This one is really cute. So to me, it looks like the pentacles are under the ghost sheet, the way that they're like colored, and you can see kind of like the creases or the folds in the fabric like over the pentacles. And then he's eating one also, right? So that's what it looks like to me. Like he has consumed the things, which I think is very interesting. Yes, Mel, it is a really cute deck. Here we have the 5, which is so sad. Oh, it's so sad. This little apple down here has a worm coming out of it. Yeah. And what we have kind of determined as these like new little spirits. Oh, I just remembered Robin saying something above about Pigpen from Charlie Brown. Okay, because like look, he's looking all dusty, like Pigpen. The 6 is just gorgeous. I love the little patches on the ghost. Adorable. And this wealthy, fancy ghost is sharing some money. And we have like the death of fairness and equality here on the headstone. Yes, like the imperfection of the pentacles, like little pizza cross. That's a very good way to say it. Mel says, I'm still waiting for the Pastoral Tarot from US Games. I saw that they're having a sale. I deleted that email promptly because it's not a spending time. Look at this happy worker ghost. The 8 with a stack of carved pumpkins, working into the night, working under the street lamp. Oh yes, Mel, the Boo Tarot by Celia Melsville. It looks like this. It comes with like keyword phrase cards as well as a little book. The 9, super gorgeous with a little robin on the head. Look at that. The 10. I really like this because it's just the one ghost, but there's all of this family or maybe friend connections, like those things are represented. So even though he's alone, he's really not. And I was just thinking that in some of the other cards, like a lot of times we see like those gravestones that's always part of what we're doing. It reminds me a lot of like Day of the Dead significance, and that those who have passed are still very much a part of our daily lives. And this is what this 10 feels like. Cozy indeed. Here's the page. I love the courts with their little clothes. The Knight. Beautiful. The Queen Pence with her little bunny friend, and all of this lush greenery around. The King, just happy as can be. And here we are again with the Ace, the rainbow theme playing through as it did with the other aces. The 2 having the arms crossed and bat wings covering the eyes, just so you can kind of see what's happening. Energy still very much comes through as how I would read it. The 3, that pain saved in a jar. The 4 is so cute. The ghost is holding this like spiky little creature. I don't even know what it is, but it's amazing. Look how cute that ghosty is, piled up in all the blankies. The 5, this smug little smile on this ghost. Oh, but let's not forget about that sad one in the back. That reminds me of kids, right? So pleased with themselves. The 6 is amazing. Oh, it's just amazing. With the skeleton rowing them on. Incredible. The 7, it's really cute. That's all I can say, but that's not all I mean. Just love it. The 8, very traditional vibe. Okay, the 9, it does have an edge, like Isabel was saying. Like it is very cute, but it's not taking away anything that would like typically happen in these cards. It's not trying to get around anything. This might be like the scariest one, but it's still so adorable. Like, what can you even do about it? Isn't that amazing? Still so cute. He's angry. And the 10, I love the peace that I feel in this 10. Pamela says that 7 is a total ninja. Yes. Jamie says it remains cute, but still gives a deeper meaning. Yep. Oh, wait. This is why. Okay, I'm silly. Because okay, this definitely is supposed to be, you can tell where my head was the other day because I can't even, if I would have remembered this, then I wouldn't have had to babble through that whole thing about which one was right, because here's the page of swords. And here is the wrong Knight of Cups. Okay, so clearly this is the wrong one. I still may leave it in because it still says different on the bottom. And here's the page. But I also might put this in my journal. So I'm going to set him out here. And then our Page of Swords. There we go. The Knight of Swords. And that's what I thought too, because all the rest of the knights are on brooms. And so I was kind of getting there. But again, when I flipped through this, my brain was in a very different place. The Queen, I love the side, like the profile that we typically get. And very importantly, as I was talking with a friend the other day about the hand out, like delivering that message, and how I felt it was a good thing in context for what we were talking about. Yeah, love that perspective that the card is in that profile. And the King. Love the butterflies. Love that we get this breezy feel from it. Here is the Ace of Wands. I don't know why I just said the Ace. Anyway, this is cool. It's like a snow globe flame looking into a snow globe, crystal ball. I'm sorry. Max has a snow globe that's very definitely a Christmas kind of snow globe. And he plays with it all the time, and it plays Christmas music. So when I see this shape, I think snow globe. Anyway, Robin says, I love that Queen of Swords showing ghosts. Can't sit down. Oh, I didn't even notice. What is my mop of hair? Look at this. Unicorn silver hairs under there. Yeah, floating. I love that. I didn't even notice. Thank you. The 3, this has Harry Potter vibes with the trunks and what would be Hedwig's cage to me, but it's a bat hanging upside down there, super cute. 3 of Wands, off on the adventure. Can't always take everything with you. Jamie says, I still haven't seen a card I dislike. It's amazing. Here's the 4. I love the laughter and happiness in it. Let me just drop everything I'm holding. Or not. I'm so weird. Like when I picked up the cards and stuff to show Mel, then I never put them down again. Like the key cards in the book. This is beautiful. Sorry, also my hair is everywhere, which is causing a problem. The colors in this, Gerald's got to crash his party with purchase responsibly, know your limits, lurking. Hello, Gerald. Thanks for hanging out with us. I love the lightning coming in. It gives me like magician and all of the what is it called? Justin talks about mm, like the sun, the moon, the star, the moon, the sun, the the transformation of light, the something. Anyway, along with the magician, like the idea that there's like lightning coming in, and he's channeling that. And then later we have that like the trio of light. Anyway, that concept would play into this card for me because of the depiction we see here. Jamie says, too late, Gerald. Druid realness in the merriment card. Poles to dance around colorful ribbons and skulls. Yeah. Yeah. The Six of Wands is amazing. There are what seem to be um, like the shape of those young spirits we were talking about, but then they've like turned into fireworks. Incredible. The Seven. This, now I would read because of like old souls, young souls, the evolution of things that we learn, because a lot of them are different sizes. And like, look at this one, it's just tiny, like first day being dead. And he's like trying to start shit with this other one, right? So this is what it reminds me of, that this one is like, no, look, I know what's up. You all just got here and you're gonna go back into another life and fix some things. That's what I read into this. It looks winterish too. Yes, absolutely. And I talked a little bit in the beginning how I'm fine to use this all the time because it's less like Halloween and it's more about spirit to me. And that's, again, a reason I love this deck. So here we have the 8. Again, very Harry Potter like Quidditch vibes, but it doesn't have to mean any of that to you. I'm just throwing that out there. And I'm telling you, I'm not going. That's fair. We do, in my belief, we do get to choose. Um, I'm gonna have to listen to that song now. If I could sing, I would bust it out, but is that the hardest song ever to sing? Probably. I certainly am not up to that task. 9 of Wands. That's amazing. Guarding the house. This reminds me of We Have Always Lived in the Castle by someone I should know, given the amount of times I've probably only read it twice, but I love that story. That one's great. The 10, beautiful and also great. The Page with his cute hat. Page of Wands, desert vibe, love it. Shirley Jackson, thank you. I wanted to say um, Angela Winterson, but that was a class I was taking at the same time. I think I was reading something and I get the names mixed up. Thank you. High fives, Robin. Yes. I have watched We Have Always Lived in the Castle. I need to read the book. I need to watch it. Let's trade. The Knight with the little salamander at the headstone. So cute. The Queen of Wands and my loud stomach wanting pancakes. The Queen of Wands with her black cat, her little familiar, the sunflowers. Really nice. We have some of that growth coming back after having seen the Knight more out in the distance, like not around pumpkins and flowers and things like that, right? So even those things, the progression of things added in. Like here we have the Page, it feels like this fresh start. We have the Knight, there are some things, in the environment. And then we get to the Queen and we have things growing again. Yeah. And then our King with, again, the little salamander perched at the throne. Wow, look how awesome this deck is. Okay, so now I can shuffle and give you a better feel about my hemming and hawing about hold on, I have a message. Okay, yes, this deck is, it feels homey. It's very nice. Oh, you know what? When I have it split in half like this instead of just like one card, I think it's going to be okay, friends. Oh, I was too hesitant. Hold on. I am going to do it reverse now, the other way, just like flip the cards the other way, because it does feel like it might be one that kind of takes the bow if we shuffle it like that. Okay. I got you, friend. Ooh, okay. Be careful, Jamie. Okay, be careful with the bridge, but it's okay. It's good. It shuffles really nicely. This is what I'm going to say. I am switching each time I do it, but you don't need much. Just do like a light to normal riffle pressure. We're getting nerdy. Ooh, see, I dropped half of it again because I'm a little hesitant, but the verdict is it shuffles really nicely. The edges are smooth. The edges don't have the problem that I sometimes have with like papery decks. The edges are very smooth. And they don't feel grainy. Yeah, you don't even need to get halfway in the bend. Do you know what I mean? You need like a quarter. Sometimes you just have to sit with your deck for a minute and understand the shuffle that it needs. But it's good. Yeah, you don't need much at all. It's it's good. It does need a soft edging, as does almost everything. They sell wrist wraps for carpal tunnel pain. You could see if it helps. I have thought about that. It's pretty intermittent right now. Like today, it feels totally fine, but I have thought about that. Yes, Jamie, you know I'm already planning. I've thought about doing like the colors of the bricks behind the magician. Yeah, it shuffles really nicely. Don't need a lot of power for, don't need a lot of bend in the riffle. That's what I'm telling you. Don't go crazy because you might hurt it. But once you kind of get in the practice of it, it's fine. And I would go every other. I would go every other with like which way you're going. Okay, it's great. Oh, message friend. I see you. Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to be like inside joke or anything, but sometimes things happen, you know, with synchronicities and just things. You all know. I've had these moments with lots of you. So, yes, Jamie. Jamie says perfect for my hands then. Yeah. This is great. Even if I were having like a right hand pain day, this would be totally doable. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, let's see what the Boo Tarot tells us. It does also have a spread. That's French. I don't know what that means. Oh, but it does say, we invite you to get to know. The translation is cute. We invite you to get to know with your deck with this reading. It's cute. I'm not being patronizing. Who are you? The energy of the deck in general. What are your strengths and how can we work together? And what will be the nature of our collaboration, right? So we have that. I am so hungry. Okay. Isabel said, I had carpal tunnel and more splints overnight, which helped, although I did have an operation on one hand as it wasn't easing. Okay. I wonder, bye Sandra. We love you. Thank you so much for being here. I wonder if I'm gonna need surgery eventually. But like today it's 0. But sometimes it's just crazy. I did fix it with like repositioning my work computer and stuff at home because I think that kind of triggered it too because I had it up like not this intense, but do you know what I mean? But then I think it also, along with like my shoulder nerve stuff and like my arm numbness, got a lot worse after like while I was pregnant with Vela and after having her because pregnancy does crazy stuff to like everything and is like really constricting and restricting for blood vessels and everything like that. It's a whole project. It's a whole project to have a baby. um, anyway, there's that. Should we do that reading? Hour 26. Let's do that reading since I pulled from Robin's deck Justice in the Moon. Yeah. For our weekend. And so let's do this. Who are you? The energy of the deck in general. What are your strengths and how can we work together? I like putting 2 questions in for 1 card. Seems like a thing I would do. And then 3, what will be the nature of our collaboration? Oopsie. Flippery do. Yes, Mel, Sandra did change the name. So that Spirit of Avalon is Sandra for sure. Oh, my stomach. Okay. Boop. Boop. Okay. Who are you? The energy of the deck in general. 7 pence. A hard, friendly worker. A friendly, hard worker. And then, what are your strengths and how can we work together? Is the Knight of Swords. That's good stuff. Cutting through to situations that need a little bravery and a little action. And then, what will be the nature of our collaboration? Does it get any better than that? Wow. I don't know. I don't know if it gets any better than that. I'm going to write it down. Yes, I too like the wind on the Knight of Swords. I really enjoy that. And it's more intense than the wind that we see with the king. Yes, that's very telling. Jamie, I was hoping no one was going to call me out on that. I was like, does that sound guttery to anyone else or just me? Okay. So what is this called? Get to know. What am I writing on? Oh, the mystery VR sheet. It's fine. Hey Scott, thanks for hanging out. I saw you go live last night, and I was like, oh shooty, I want to pop in there, but I just couldn't. But I hope it went well. I was like, that sounds wrong. Get to know Boo Tarot spread. And today is 11/18. Today is Veronica Jude's birthday. So happy birthday, V, if you're out there listening somewhere. Sometimes I say her name. Veronica Jude, Veronica Jude, Veronica Jude. And then she appears. I'm just telling you, it's crazy. Okay. 7 pence. Knight Swords. And 10 cups. Okay, so this is the 1 and the 2 and the 3, and I will know what that means. Okay, it did go well. That is very good to hear. So, even though the title doesn't say so, Scott, what we did um, a little weekend collective reading from the Eyes Wide Tarot, one of Robin's decks, and then we did an impromptu walkthrough of the Boo Tarot because I found it. I've mentioned it in the previous two lives, and as you probably remember, I couldn't find it, and it was as I expected, just in a bag sitting by my door. So it was just under my other, like my old work bag and stuff, or not under, but it was just blended in. So we took a look at that, and let's draw one more Boo for the weekend to go with our Justice and Moon. Let's have a card to get us on our way. Thank you for hanging out with me for an hour and a half. I really need this today. Thank you for the awesome week of sitting with me, hanging out with me. Thanks a lot. Oh, okay. So we had some jumpers, which I felt like were actually jumpers. So the Knight of Pence and the King of Wands. Wow. Okay, there we go. So that's a nice little balance of energy too. Yes, the Boo Tarot was hiding, just waiting to jump out and say boo. Honestly, it was just hiding in this little dark bag next to, yeah, it really was. And I thought, if I told my friends that it's probably by the door, maybe I should just pick up another bag that's by the door. And I didn't even actually have to move anything. I just had to like really get close and see. Um, Cute little deck. Yes, it really is amazing. Got Jamie through 2 cups of coffee and breakfast. That is some serious tarot time. Thank you all. Pamela says, you should know we are always sitting around you. I truly can feel that. I really can. So this, um, think about, again, the night pence coming up. Think about the stillness that I was talking about with Justice and the Moon earlier. Um, because we don't have the wind in those flowers like we did with the night swords coming up in my interview spread. So again, just a reminder for this weekend, a little bit of like a slow start to things, a calm, peaceful, enjoyable, just kind of ease into it, right? Feet first, just kind of walk in. And then maybe second half of the weekend or the outcome of it is maybe having us feel like this. Maybe that slow start into things gets us some really grounded results in terms of uh, passion project, something we've been meaning to do, kind of lighting the fire and getting that going right somewhere in between these cards. And then this is our outcome, this really well established, accomplished kind of feeling for how our weekend ends up going. Yeah, little just general send you on your way kind of message for today. I'm not in practice of saying who else is coming on today. I think Richie, though, my old Friday standby, 2:30 my time, 2:30, 7:30, something like that. Can't really remember what it is, but I know that I've seen the announcement for it here and there and everywhere. Yeah, post shuffle, putting these cards on top, putting this back in the box so I don't lose anything. And now the Boo Tarot is going. Oh, Chris Butler. Thank you. Thank you. Admittedly, I just put a heart on everything that Richie posts, and it doesn't always sink into my brain, but I could see the font and everything like 1118, blah, blah, blah. Yes, a Chris Butler discussion. Thank you so much. Boo Tarot is going, I'm going to leave these extras out. And Boo Tarot is going into the pile of things that have not yet been inventoried. Oh my, by the way, the stacks over there. Okay. Thank you all so much for spending your time with me. I so appreciate your time and energy and you being here. Happy Friday. I'm going to figure out a grocery plan. Should I stay or should I go? And I will see you all in chats. And I will see you again, maybe like Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. Mystery VR Monday. I don't know. Lots of love. Thanks for hanging out and have a really good weekend.